yet to get some food after this, but you know, we'll take it. It's mostly clear skies here in the capital city near Barry Log camera. Temperatures here in the mid to upper 70s. Light winds. Again, if you're down at Bowling Stadium, it's been just a beautiful afternoon and should be great then up in the Omaha area too, as Nebraska getting ready to take on Oregon in the Big Ten tournament there in the semifinals. So good weather there. Temperatures for the most part mid to upper 70s across the state, with the exceptions of North Platte and McCook. A little bit cooler. We'll take a look as to why here in just a second. But winds on the lighter side starting to pick up a little more out of the south as you get out towards central and western Nebraska, between 10, 15, even closer to 20 miles per hour. I think some of that though here influenced by a few showers and thunderstorms moving through the area. I know earlier today we did get a few reports of some thunderstorm wind gusts in and around the McCook area, close to 65 mile per hour reported at the airport. Then as well, 5 miles north of Wilsonville at 51 miles per hour, and 6 miles to the north and west of Henley, Nebraska in Furnace County, also with a 54 mile per hour wind gust as these storms push on through. We'll be fairly dry though here in the capital city, and we'll have a chance for some storms tomorrow, but I think that's a better chance for central Nebraska, as we'll take a look at that here in a few minutes. But temperatures the rest of the way into the upper 60s here shortly after dinner time. Should be a great evening to get out and enjoy the weather. And yeah, some warmer weather on the way for the rest of your Memorial Day weekend forecast. We'll have some more details on that here in a few minutes.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Dom. Only on 8 Memorial Day is something the Seward community takes seriously. The Veterans of Foreign Wars post is bringing people together ahead of the holiday. Groups spending the weekend planting flags on fallen soldiers' graves and passing out poppies as a symbol of remembrance. Channel 8's Emma Norwood joins us after learning why they prioritize this every year. Emma?
Good evening, Mackenzie. American flags now lining the rows at Seward and Greenwood Cemetery. These groups all came together to work as a team and carefully place each flag and remember the real reason for Memorial Day.
In Seward, the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 4755 is getting the community involved this Memorial Day.
It's just a day to reflect and to remember, to honor and celebrate even what they did for us and their ultimate sacrifice.
Dozens taking to Greenwood and Seward cemeteries to clean and place American flags on every fallen soldier's grave, each one holding a special plaque reading the branch that the soldier served for.
With the flags, it's certainly a reminder of kind of why we're out. For Seward specifically, our flags each flag is set out for a specific person. And so if you go out to the cemetery, you'll notice a name on the flags.
Today, the VFW passing out poppies, a symbol of remembering. And for people like Vicki Luby, getting involved for Memorial Day hits close to home.
I have a son and a daughter. My son and my daughter just retired. My son has been in 25 years and he is a warrant officer 4. My daughter is a captain and they're all in the Army. And now I have a son-in-law who is also in the Army and he's full-time. So yes, it's a lot for me.
The weekend full of gratitude as several people stop to say thank you for their service and pick up a poppy.
It's pretty special to see the community come out the way that they do. It's an honor to have them work alongside of us, when they don't need to. They choose to, and it's really cool.
The Seward VFW will be holding a ceremony on Memorial Day to honor the fallen soldiers and pay their respects. They tell me they'll keep doing this every year to remind people of the real reason for the holiday. Reporting here in the studio, Emma Norwood, Channel 8 News.
All right, thank you, Emma. New developments now on the cause of NASCAR driver Kyle Busch's death. The two-time champion and racing legend died Thursday at age 41. Today, his family announcing what led up to his sudden death, which caused him to become septic. ABC's Morgan Norwood tells us the sad details.
Tonight, tributes around the track for NASCAR legend Kyle Busch. Busch's number 8 freshly painted on the infield grass entering turn 1 on the Charlotte Motor Speedway, the track where he was set to race tomorrow. Today, his family said he died of severe pneumonia that progressed into sepsis.
Sepsis is essentially an overwhelming immune response, usually to an infection, that can cause some severe complications and be fatal.
A 911 call made just hours before he died Thursday.
I've got an individual that's shortness of breath, very hot, thinks he's going to pass out, and is producing a little bit of blood, coughing up some blood.
The Associated Press says Bush was training in a racing simulator Wednesday, but taken to the hospital after becoming unresponsive. Just 2 weeks ago, Bush asking for a doctor to meet him following a race in New York.
Can somebody try to find Phil Heisel? He's the Hendrick doctor guy. Tell him I need him after the race, please. I'm gonna need a shot. Copy. He'll be at your bus.
Race announcers said he suffered from a sinus cold all week, made worse by intense G-forces and elevation changes on the course. Last Saturday, he bounced back to win the Truck Series race at Dover and then finished 17th in the All-Star race Sunday. Bush winning 234 races across NASCAR's top 3 series, more than any other race driver in history. He entered NASCAR at 16 and was known for his brash, aggressive driving style and embraced the title Rowdy.
And to me, Kyle Busch just defines what it means to be a racer in NASCAR. We watched him become a husband and a father the same way we watched him become a champion, and we all did that as a family. We were all part of that.
Tomorrow, all 39 drivers in the NASCAR Cup Series race will have Bush's number 8 decal on their cars in tribute. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
When we return, peace possibility, what President Trump is saying after a productive day of negotiations, the details we know about a potential end to the war in Iran. Stick with us. Come to a close. We're now 85 days into the conflict, and today President Donald Trump spending a majority of his time in the Oval Office talking with multiple world leaders. The president hinting that peace is possible between the two countries and a deal could be coming soon. Here's Trump's full post from this afternoon. He says, quote, "An agreement has largely been negotiated, subject to finalization." While the details of the deal aren't clear quite yet, the president saying one of the main elements is that the Strait of Hormuz will be reopened. Trump saying he will release more information on the peace plan shortly. We'll let you know on our Now Local News app. New at 6, thousands of new grads are taking over the downtown area this weekend. It's graduation for Lincoln Public Schools, and all the ceremonies are at Pinnacle Bank Arena. You can tell just how many people are downtown celebrating in this video sent to our Now Local News app. One of the graduates of Lincoln Southwest giving a speech today. Let's take a listen.
We are the future of our country. We are the generation that will shape the future of America. We are going to fill important jobs such as astronauts, nurses, soldiers, mechanics, and so many more. The decisions we make after today will be what starts our new lives. And although we may go separate ways after today, each and every one of us has left a piece with one another.
North Star's ceremony starting just minutes ago. Just a reminder for you, there are road closures around PBA all weekend long. The city will reopen the roads on Tuesday.
And Memorial Day is often known as the unofficial start of summer, and the forecast looks the part over the next couple of days. Can't rule out a few storms as we head into your Sunday evening. We'll have more details on that coming up after the break.
Just into the newsroom, CNN reports 2 people were shot outside of the White House.
That President Trump has said a deal is close, only for the two sides to remain far apart.
Down.
ABC reporter Selena Wang posting that video on social media within the last hour. She was right outside of the White House when she reports hearing dozens of gunshots. You could see her then duck down. CNN is now reporting 2 people were shot in an encounter with the Secret Service, triggering a lockdown. Now, this is a live look here at the White House. We know the president has been there all day in the Oval Office doing negotiations for the war in Iran. FBI Director Kash Patel posting just minutes ago saying his team is on scene with the Secret Service investigating. As soon as we know anything new, we'll bring it to our Now Local News app. Make sure you download it to hear all new details.
Now, your Storm Alert Team Forecast with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro.
And a warmer stretch of temperatures arriving here as we head towards the back half of your Memorial Day weekend, into the mid-80s for your highs on Sunday, with a late chance for a few storms that we'll have a look at here in just a sec. But as we take a look then at your Memorial Day forecast, great day to get out to the lake or to the pools. We'll see high temperatures close to the 90s here in far southeastern Nebraska. A little breezy, but should be a great day to enjoy outside here. As again, as we mentioned, kind of the official start of summer, and it certainly looks like it over the next couple of days. Close to a top 10 day here, if not so for the majority of the state. Here's a look at your high temperatures so far, mid to upper 70s. Not an 80-degree mark just yet, but we're close, and it's been just beautiful out there, as we can see on your Shones roofing camera. Plenty of clear skies at South 6 and Perkins, and temperatures here are still fairly warm as we head into the rest of your Saturday evening. Outside of North Platte and McCook, though, where they're seeing a few showers and thunderstorms, that's allowed things to be a little bit cooler out in southwestern Nebraska. But here in the south and east, temperatures at the Lincoln Airport into the mid to upper 70s, 76 for Beatrice, 78 in Hebron, and the mid to upper 70s then as well for the Tri-Cities. Winds on the lighter side for the majority of us, right around 5 miles per hour, though shifting to be more out of the south and picking up as you get out towards York, Aurora, and then look at Kearney. They're close to 20 miles per hour, so a little breezy out there, but we should stay fairly quiet here in the capital city over the next couple of hours. As we mentioned, some cloud cover off to our east, but clear. Lots of blue skies then as you head down Interstate 80 towards Seward and York. But if we take a step back here, a few showers and then a few rumbles of thunder too, close to the North Platte area down towards southwestern Nebraska. These moving along the Kansas-Nebraska line here off to the east. At one point we had a severe thunderstorm warning with those. So far after that, then just a few reports of 50 to 60 mile an hour winds. So definitely going to keep an eye on that going forward. But we do expect these storms then to run into some more stable air. Not as much instability here in the eastern half of the state. And as those storms move closer to us as we head towards 9-10 o'clock tonight, really going to lose some steam, maybe seeing a few showers, but the majority of us then on the clear side as we go throughout the day, or at least for the start of the day on Sunday. Another chance for some showers popping up once again here as we head towards Sunday afternoon and evening. Now, the key factor here is moisture. How much moisture can we get up into eastern Nebraska? Better chances seem to be up in northeast Nebraska, at least in terms of afternoon data that we've seen so far. And those will continue to move then off to the east as we go throughout late Sunday night into early Monday morning, setting us up then for a warm and sunny Memorial Day on Monday. For that severe weather potential, though, we do have a marginal level 1 out of 5 risk of severe weather. We could see an isolated storm capable of producing large hail and damaging winds. And the strongest storms, golf ball size hail, but I think quarter size hail is also the more likely possibility, especially with that lack of moisture. For those temperatures tonight, upper 40s, low 50s. Then for your high temperatures tomorrow, back into the 80s. We'll stay on the warmer side for the start of the work week, but then back down into the 70s and 80s as we head towards the end of the month.
All right, thank you so much, Dom. Coming up in sports, the Huskers punch a ticket to OKC. We'll be right back.
Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, sponsored by Greens Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports with sports anchor Jake Homan. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome into your Sports Zone live here from Bowlin Stadium. How does a trip to the Women's College World Series sound? Well, Nebraska is headed to Oklahoma State today. Just moments ago, 9-1 in the Super Regional Finals. defeating the Cowgirls in both games. The Huskers used a 7-run fifth inning from today to shut the door and book themselves a trip to the biggest stage in all of college softball. I mean, take a look at this video. The team taking it all in, backed by thousands of Husker fans cheering on the Big Red. What a season it's been, and they are not done yet. Nebraska sweeps Oklahoma State in 2 games. As I mentioned, will now advance to the Women's College World Series. And of course, we'll talk much more. We'll hear from the team later on in our sports zone, moving things on over to Husker baseball. Right now, Nebraska is about to square off versus Oregon in the Big Ten semifinals. That game is slated for 7:03 tonight. They will, if they win, they will advance to the Big Ten championship for the 3rd straight season. Let's talk some high school baseball, because there's a new state champion in Class C. Your Lincoln Lutheran Warriors going up against Mount Michael today to start these championship games off on this Saturday. Let's head out to Warner Park to see how the action went down. Again, Lutheran taking on Mount Michael in the Class C title game. The Warriors hoping for their first state championship in school history. And to the action now, where hits were hard to come by, as were runs. However, Cruz Fiddler poking this ball sky high, and the left fielder just can't get a hold of it. That would give Lincoln Lutheran a 3-0 lead. And when you have Braxton Glines on the mound, that sure helps. The senior ace pitching a complete game today for the Warriors. The Knights did play 2, however, so down to their last out. And Lutheran, Cooper Thorne came up big with the play of the game, a double play to end this one out. The emotions pouring out in this one, and your Warriors are state champions for the first time in school history.
They did a really good job of bringing energy today, and we just have fun, and we just kept reiterating the fact that let's just go play baseball with one another. Let's not get let things get too high or too low, and just continue to compete one pitch at a time. And again, we just did a great job of that, and things didn't go our way offensively, but we made a few plays here and there and got it done. So
I am so proud. We go through a lot throughout the season, throughout the off season. I mean, injuries, this and that, but we just fight to the end. We just battle. So I love it.
And this is the Warriors' first championship in just their 3rd year of the baseball program. And before we go, Class A tonight, Lincoln East will take on Millard North. That game begins at 7. The Spartans looking to go back-to-back and win their 3rd title in the last 4 years. And that's going to do it for your Sports Zone Live here at Bowling Stadium. What a scene it has been all day. We'll talk so much more tonight here on the news at 10. For now, back over to you.
All right, thank you, Jake. Let's get our final check of the weather. A great night for baseball.
Oh, just beautiful out there. We'll be a little warmer over the next couple of days. Quiet then for the most part. Better chances for some storms as we head towards the middle of next week.
All right, thank you, Dom, and thank you all for joining us. We'll see you back here tonight after the game on the NBA.
Plan your next game night out or celebrate any milestone with us, because happy hour is even happier when you're winning. Only at Warhorse Casino, minutes from downtown in Lincoln.
Let your voice be heard by sharing your photos and videos to the Now Local News app. Earn points and redeem them for gift cards. Scan the QR code to join.
Make the most of money-saving May at Jensen Tire and Auto. Save up to $260 on Goodyear, Cooper, Continental, General, and Starfire tires. Plus, get $20 off an oil change. Schedule today at JensenTireandAuto.com.
We're cooking up some hot savings this Memorial Day at Schaefer's. Save on Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances with up to $750 in rebates and free local delivery. Just pick your range, high-efficiency laundry pair, including Pet Pro models, or a new energy-saving refrigerator. Plus, get free local delivery on your appliance purchase. So hurry in for Memorial Day savings going on now at Schaefer's.
All at once, the whole state knows it's time. Every seat is filled. Every screen is on. Everyone's watching. Even when it's quiet, it's all you can hear. We built this together, a tradition that connects us. Families united across Nebraska, across generations. And Allo is proud to be part of it. What we've built is a legacy, and we're just getting started.
Just how massive is the massive 4-day sale at Denver Mattress?
Well, for starters, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $500 on our entire Factory Direct Denver mattress collection. Check out the Buena Vista Queen for only $499.99, or get up to $1,000 off select Everbeat Split King sleep systems and get a $300 gift. Plus 60 months, no interest, no down payment, and free shipping.
But hurry, the massive 4-day sale at Denver Mattress ends Monday.
Every story starts somewhere, and so many begin at the library. It's where curiosity is sparked and futures are shaped. This Give to Lincoln Day or anytime, support the Foundation for Lincoln City Libraries, because great libraries don't just hold stories, they help write them.
There's DNA. Then there's heavy-duty DNA. HDNA. It's engineered into every aspect of the GMC Sierra HD. So when the job is heavy, GMC Sierra HD reports for duty. Right now, get 4.9% APR on 2026 GMC Sierra heavy-duty models.
Visit these Central Nebraska GMC dealers. ABC's Lifetime Seamless Steel Roofs lock